Hey Youtubians, it's Tony here from We Try Anything. The channel likes trying anything so you don't have to. Today's video is a video I didn't really mean to make, but I thought it'd be worth bringing it to your attention, especially if you're looking for like a Casio inspired watch for as a gift for Christmas or birthday for that special someone in your life, or you're into watches like Casios and you just fancy getting something for yourself and something a little bit cheaper. Now, what's happening at the minute, Argos, who is a online bricks and mortar retailer here in the UK, then this doesn't really apply anywhere outside the UK, so just if that affects you in any way, then just click away from the video. But what they're currently doing is an autumn and winter sale, as I've mentioned, and within this autumn and winter sale they are selling Casio watches, and they're selling some Casio watches at a great price. So what I thought I'd mention in this video, or what I thought I'd show you in this video, is 5 watches that I've picked out that I consider as items that are well worth considering in this sale. So the 5 watches, 2 of which I've already reviewed on the channel, and the other 3 I just think they're probably watches that maybe your loved one or someone that you're intending to buy a gift may enjoy this Christmas or for their birthdays. So why don't we go and have a look, and I'll show you the 5 watches that I'm thinking about. So if we just go to what would be shop, if you go to jewelry and watches and you click on men's watches, this will take you to their main men's watches page. I mean, this, I'm not showing you how to use the Argos website, I just want to show you how to get to the Casio watches that I'm going to be mentioning. So if you click on the Casio option there and go to relevance and then go to low to high, and as you can see here, there's quite a few Casios featured by Argos here in the UK, and there's quite a few on offer. I mean, there is also this one here which I have reviewed, which is the A163, which again, I mean, it's not in the 5 that I'm going to mention, but it is at a slightly cheaper price with £2 off, so it's just like an ancillary watch I thought I'd mention there. So the first watch I thought I'd talk about is, or highlight to you, well worth buying, is the Casio W96H here, which I'm going to click on. What we've got is a very nice resin strapped watch. It is a bit more on the likes of Amazon and stuff at the minute, but what I love about what Argos are doing here, as you can see I'm highlighting here my cursor, is that it is more or less half price. So normally this watch is around the 22 mark, but now at the minute they are doing it for £11, and I've got to say, for that price this watch is phenomenal. It's a watch that, as it's mentioned here, it's got a water resistance of 50 meters. It wears so well on the wrist because it's only 35 millimeters, 36 millimeters wide. Lug to lug you're looking at about 44 millimeters, and the depth, it's not too deep at 12.5. and as it's mentioned in here, it's got a very clear and very easy to read digital display. I mean, other things to mention, obviously you've got the nice accuracy with it being a quartz movement. It's got a nice green backlight to it as well, which is great for reading in the dark. And I have done a review on this watch which I'll link to below, and it is a watch that's very popular on my channel. In terms of views, it's probably one of the most viewed watches that I reviewed on this channel, and it's a great watch to own. Now let's go back a little and let's go to the next watch that I'm going to mention, and this is if you're after what would be a very affordable analog resin watch for that person in your life. I mean, again, there's a lot of people viewing it. Let me just get rid of these. Now if you look at it, this watch is a dive style watch. It's got that 100 meters of water resistance, and plus you've got the day and the date complications, but you've got very nice big numerics that are going around the outer edge of what would be the dial, the glow in the dark what would be on the hands, and also you've got the 24-hour indicators here on the inside of the dial as well, which is fantastic. And I do like you've obviously got a nice big hour hand and a more slender minute hand as well, and also you've got a very nice second hand as well, so it's like a triple handset. And it is resin, and it is comfortable as well, and I have reviewed it on the channel. And some of the features of this watch, obviously it's 100 meters of water resistant, and also it's got that rotating bezel. Well, it should fit on a lot of people's wrists, with it being 44.6 millimeters wide. And as I say, I have reviewed this watch on the channel, and it's another popular watch that is gaining traction on my channel in terms of views and stuff like that. And again, for that price, it is a saving of £6, so it's not, or £6 here in the UK, so it's not as big a saving as the one I previously mentioned, which is the Casio W96, but again, it's a great saving altogether. Right, let's have a look at the next watch on the list, and this one being the Casio AE 1200. Now this one is the braceleted or the metal version. This is a very popular watch with a lot of Casio collectors or people who enjoy wearing Casio watches. And for the $21.99, I've got to say, it's cheaper than what you would get a resin Casio AE1200 via Amazon, because I think I've been looking on there for a price drop and they're around the £28-29 mark. But for here you get a watch which is for £22 and it is metal. Obviously it's that stainless steel, and you do get a very nice bracelet with this watch, as you can see featured here. And it's just a real elegant, lovely looking watch. So it has a what, as the website mentions, it's got a wealth of useful features. It's got 5 daily alarms, 4 time zones which you can display, and it also has a calendar, well, an automatic calendar, so once you set it you can forget it, a countdown timer, and it is 100 meters of water resistant. And it is, I would imagine it's a very easy watch to wear, with it being 42.1 millimeters wide, and it's just got so much going for it. And I've got to say, if your loved one is looking for a watch that it's got that nice element of it being a little bit more than what would be a resin based watch, so they're into what would be stainless steel braceleted watches, then you can't go wrong with the Casio AE1200. So let's go back to the next watch. Again, it's another watch I haven't reviewed on the channel, with this one being the Casio A15W. And here it is here in lovely gold. Now, the reason why I picked this, you're saving £10 against what would be the recommended retail price in Argos. It's not got the water resistance of, say, some of the other watches, but it is, I would say, splash resistant. But the reason why I've chose this, because I thought it'd be a nice watch to wear, say, with a suit or something to wear where you are going out. It's got that nice gold look to it. Now, obviously, the gold, it's not a gold watch as such. Obviously, it's been a gold painted watch on a steel bracelet. But, and especially with, I would imagine the outer case will be resin. So just bear that in mind. It will be prone to scratches. But it is a great looking watch, especially when you start to look at some of the other images here. I think for £34.99 you are looking at a very nice looking watch. I mean, as it's mentioned here, the watch is made up from PVD gold plated, complete with matching bracelet and self-adjustable clasp, as you can see here. Just quickly show you there. I mean, some of the features of this watch, it's 33.2 millimeters wide, so very easy to wear on the wrist. Splash proof, and they are mentioning it is up to 30 meters, so I probably wouldn't wear it in near water or anything like that. That's up to you. It's chronograph, so it's obviously got a stopwatch built in, backlight, and it's got an alarm as well. But again, for that price, I've got to say, if your other half or your loved one or someone that you are looking to buy a present for this Christmas, or even what would be for their birthday, etc., and they like a watch with a little bit of bling or something that you can wear with casual wear and with, say, like a very nice business suit or something where you're going out to dinner or anything like that, then I've got to say, I don't think you can go wrong with the Casio A159W. And then the final watch on the list that I'm suggesting here is a G-Shock, and it is the quintessential G-Shock that most people would buy for their collection, really. And this is the Casio GWM5610. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, at £79.99 you are saving £20 on this watch. I've looked on the likes of Amazon and stuff like that, and these watches are retailing at around the £100 mark. And it is a watch that is built to last. It's tough solar, so as you can see here, so you won't need to really change the battery. In essence, it recharges itself, if anything. It also has what's known as multi-band 6, so it will set the time against an atomic clock, so it'll do all that for you. You don't even have to set the time, you just have to make sure that the multi-band 6 feature is active. And it's just got so much to it. It's got 200 meters of water resistance, so as it says here, if your other half or your intended is into sports and they like a watch that is rugged, etc., then this watch is for them. Case width 43.2, so it should be quite comfortable on the wrist. Black coloured resin strap, solar panel, quartz movement. You know, what more can I say? And again, you do get alarms, you get a stopwatch, world time, countdown timer. And I've got to say, I mean, it is a watch that I am looking to get on the channel, because it's your quintessential Casio G-Shock watch, which will last probably longer than any other watch that you have, as long as you look after it. Obviously they do tend to pick up scratches and stuff like that on the casing, but I mean, these watches are designed to be rugged, and some of the reviews that these watches get are just phenomenal. If you are looking for it, it's a little bit more expensive, $79.99, but you are saving up to 20%. You are saving £20. Look for this watch. If they are a Casio collector, or they are after a rugged watch, then you can't go wrong than this Casio G-Shock that I am featuring here. Well, I hope this video was of some use to you, and I hope it saves you some money in the long run if you are looking for presents this year for that loved one or that special someone in your life, and you're looking for a Christmas and birthday gift. I hope it helped, and if it has, then please like the video. It always helps the channel. If you want to see more videos from the We Try Anything channel, including some of the watches that I've reviewed on the channel, which I've featured here, then click on the subscription button below. And thank you for watching this video. I hope it was of some help, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.